Hey, everybody, how's everybody doing? Oh my God, I am super excited to be here. My camera's out of focus, isn't it? There we go. It
You
got out
back
of
in
focus
now.
for a minute. It's back in focus. I don't know, maybe I moved too fast or something, but I'm super excited to be here, guys, for the BYOB After Dark show. You guys already know the drill. Share out the broadcast. We have something amazing for you guys tonight. I'm going to go ahead and let my co-hosts introduce themselves, and then we're going to get started. Be sure you share out the broadcast because sharing is caring.
Hello, 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 and welcome you guys to the BYOB Live After Dark. I'm Dion Murphy, one of your co-hosts, the owner, founder, and creator of Her Virtual Gym, where I help you get your health and wellness intact, especially now since you stuck at home, you're not even going out to the gym. That's why we have the virtual gym. So you all come on in, have a good time. We know it's Friday night. You can have happy hour in your house because our co-host Tisha got some happy hour going on with her nice tea. She making me want that same tea. Tisha, you got to show it to them. Ho, raise your glass. Look, and it's a big mason jar. And it's a big mason jar. But thank y'all so much for being here with us tonight. Let us know where you're chiming in from. And then also like and share out this video. If you have a group that you are part of, you are able to share in, go and share it inside of that group. All right.
Woo, woo, woo. It's Friday. Listen, it's Good Friday at that. So that's good news. I know, times are tough and things are hard right now, but I have joy in my heart because of what I know. And I'm hoping that somewhere along the line, you will find the same as you listen to these broadcasts. Again, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm excited. It is Quit Week. We gone get some more good information. So listen, you gotta invite, if you haven't invited anybody this week, you must invite them tonight. Tonight is going to be paramount. If you ever considered, thought about, wanted to, maybe sort of kinda wanted to quit your job, tonight is the night. Make sure you share the broadcast. Tell us where you're viewing from. I'm excited. I didn't even tell y'all who I was. I'm Tisha M. Johnson. I am the founder and creator of Your Love of a Lifetime, where I'm helping you manifest true and lasting love. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm going to get out the way because I know it's going to be good. So again, welcome, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, guys. It has been so amazing this week. We still have 2 more days, but tonight I'm going to be teaching a master class on the cost of quitting. So I want you guys to grab a pen and paper. This is going to be participatory. So when I ask questions, I want you guys to comment in the chat. And for those of you guys that may not know that much about Facebook, if you don't see us respond right away, it's because there's a delay. I don't want you to think we're ignoring you. And sometimes I get to talking fast, so you guys and may have to slow me down because I'll get real passionate. My name is Jennifer King, guys, otherwise known as Nunu. And guys, my clients hire me to help them create an exit plan, an exit strategy so that they can exit their job. Many of you guys may have worked all week this week. You may be in quarantine with the kids, homeschooling the kids, and all of this is new to you, and you may not know which way to turn. Well, I'm here to tell you that because someone shared the broadcast with me, I was able to go into this pandemic not freaked out, already being used to working from home. The only adjustment I had to make was my son uh, with his homeschooling. So be sure you share at the broadcast, bit.ly slash BYOB show 20. And I say share out the broadcast because it was one share of the broadcast that completely changed my life, that got me where I am right now. So we are super excited to be here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Be sure you get a pen and paper and be prepared to participate. That's what makes these lives go better for us and for you, because you can either ask a question. I'm going to be asking you guys some questions, and I want you to comment in the chat. So give me 1 second to share my screen, and we are going to get going. And I hope there's nothing that pops up. That what happened? You know, my computer does the most.
It
There we
says
go.
it
Let me get
started, you
out of.
started screen sharing on our end, but it's
Am I
black.
screen sharing? Okay, let me get right there. That's where I want to be. It's taking a minute. My computer's thinking that, we have a lot of people at home right now on Facebook, on Zoom. So sometimes the bandwidth just gets taxed out of control.
Yeah, this the club right here. You know,
This
everybody
the
ain't at the
club.
club no more. This the
That's right.
club, this the party,
This is
happy
the
hour.
club. And I don't know why it's taking so long. But anyway, guys, we're going to be talking tonight about the cost of quitting. And my document should come up anytime now. It normally doesn't take quite this long, but here we go. Can y'all see that now? I know you see a blank screen over on Facebook, but Dion, can y'all see
Yes,
that?
it's up on our end. It'll be popping up.
Okay, we're
Okay.
talking about money, guys. The cost of quitting your job. And now I'm not going to be saying go quit your job right now. What I am going to say is you can't, we're going to, as I go through this, you're going to see that you can quit your job, but you are going to need an exit strategy. Okay. Now I want you guys to be sure you stay until the end because I have a something for you guys that is going to be of a huge help. You know, we're all at home right now. And you may, your conditions may be less than because it may be new to you. You may be used to traveling. You may be used to doing certain things, and now your world has been turned upside down. But had you had worked on building your business, you could have left that job. And for hopefully none of you guys were furloughed or laid off, and you don't and you're not out of work. We're hoping that that's the case, not the case. But what we want to do is when you while you have this time to be at home, because you're going to have extra time because you don't have to get in traffic and drive to work. You don't have to drop people off in the morning and all of that. Use this time to be sure that you use this time to work on you and growing your business. So guys, we want to still, even though we're coming towards the end of the telesummit, we still want you guys to go get registered, because once you get registered, you will stay connected with us, and you can also register for a phone call to talk with us about getting your exit strategy. But let's hang tight real quick and let's go through this presentation. Why is my cursor not moving? You have got to be kidding me. Here we go. Okay. Okay, the cost of working a job. You really can't put a dollar amount on this particular thing that I'm going to talk about first is your mental health. Would you agree with me? Comment in the chat. Would you agree with me that you cannot put a cost on your mental health? I know I couldn't. You cannot quantify your mental health. And I'm going to give you guys some startling information from the World Health Organization about mental health and your job. So comment in the chat. Let us know what is, let's go on a scale of 1 to 10. So we're not really, in case your employer is on here, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 10 being the highest. What would be your scale in terms of you liking your job? And I want everybody to comment from a 1 to I can't stand it, I'm ready to leave, let me know what I need to do, to a 10, I love my job. I love my job. And be honest, comment in the chat, be honest. And I'm going to give it a second because there's a delay in me seeing your comments. And I'm going to tell you a little something about when I was working, I would have given it about an 8. I would have given it about an 8. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about why I would have given it an 8. You love the people you work with, okay? And now that is that at your job, or you talking about on the show? You're probably talking about on the show. But give me on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you like your job? 1 being like you're ready to quit now, 10 you love your job. I would have been an 8 because I talked myself into saying I love my job. I talked myself into saying they needed me there. I love what I do. They're so flexible. Oh my God, I love coming here. A minus 5,000. Okay. Put your numbers right here on a scale of 1 to 10. How do you rate your job? How do you rate liking your job? 1, you're ready to quit now. 10, you love your job. And be honest, guys. Be honest. Be honest. You know, because building a business and being able to work at home, that's a 10 and a half. That's a 10 and a half because I'm not sharecropping for somebody else. And I'm going to get into that in just a second, because when you go to work and work for somebody else, you are truly making them rich, living out their dream, living out their being your job's being unreasonable right now. A lot of jobs are probably being unreasonable because now you're working from home. So now they're kind of caught up with, okay, we can't really monitor everything that they're doing. We can't monitor everything they're doing. Let's pile on some more work so that because if at home you're like sitting at a computer all day, you don't even have time to go around and socialize, because who are you going to socialize with? D Morris says a -10. -10. I get it. That I would have been an 8 because of my mindset at the time. I would have been an 8. I would have talked myself into saying I didn't like that I like my job. And guys, I want you to, if you haven't already shared out the broadcast, be sure you share out the broadcast, because this will give you an opportunity to stay connected to us. It'll also give you an opportunity to schedule a call with our team to talk about your exit strategy, because that's what all of this is all about, is getting a strategy so that you can prepare to grow your business so that you can leave your job, because that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. And I feel so blessed and honored. And it was one share of the broadcast that completely changed my life, because someone shared it out. And I started listening to Coach Danielle Winningham. She started working with my mindset, and I had a mindset shift that I don't have to work a job. I can build a business. I can build a business, and I don't have to work a job. So let's keep going. Did you know that according to the World Health Organization, the workplace is one of the key environments that affect mental health, mental well-being, and health? According to the World Health Organization, the workplace is one of the key environments that affect mental well-being and health. Do you agree? I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. I did not know that. I didn't know, you don't know what you don't know. I didn't know why I was affected so much by work. Comment in the chat if you agree with this. This is according to the World Health Organization. The environment at your job. But we go to a job, we work hard, we give our best to our employer, and then they treat us like whatever they want to treat us. They pay us whatever they want us to have. We're overworked, undervalued, underpaid, but yet we continue to go. And then, most people have a little side hustle, but when something happens, you will put that down. If you're sick, or if something happens in the family, or if you want to go spend time with the family, you will put down your business to go do that. But when it comes to your job, you will keep going. So all I'm asking, as part of getting your exit strategy, is for you to take some time and build a business. I'm not saying put your family aside. I'm not saying don't have fun. What I am saying, if you take time now on the front end to build that business so that you can quit your job, then on the back end, you're going to have more time to do that. Not only more time, but you're going to have more money. So the cost of quitting your job, the cost of staying at your job is huge. It stresses you out. You have all kinds of health conditions, but we still go. Why is that? And I tell people all the time, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. That's just the way we were raised. We were not told any different. We were told to get a good job, work hard, retire, and then what? Nobody ever told us that retirement was only a percentage. So if you're already struggling, you're going to struggle even more in retirement, if you can even retire. You see retired folks all the time greeting at Walmart. I don't know what they're doing now. They might not be greeting because of Corona-19, but I'm not COVID-19. I'm sorry. I'm not real sure, but they have to go back to work. And so as I got close to retirement, I was like, oh, it's my time to retire. But then when I started looking at those numbers, I was just appalled. And I'm just going to take a quick pause right here for Miss Williams, because I don't want to mispronounce her name. Miss Williams, so you put a comment in here. You said, hi, everyone. Please like Opulent, I can't even say that word, Essence Facebook page. Everything is food and herb-based skin and hair care products, great for healthy self-care. As I'm talking about strategy and an exit strategy, and you jump in my broadcast and you ask people to like your Facebook page, that's poaching. That's not a good strategy. How would you like it if you had 22,000 followers on your page and I jumped over there and told them to like my page? That you need a strategy. You need a strategy, because that is not proper Facebook etiquette for you to jump on somebody else's live and do that. And we didn't ask. Now, we do have times when we ask people to drop your link, share the broadcast and drop your link, but please don't do that to anybody else. This is a free coaching tip. This is a free coaching tip. And I say that because I want you to understand how to effectively use Facebook, because I used to do that too. And that's a sign of someone wanting more followers, but not knowing how to get them, wanting more likes on their Facebook page, but not having the strategy to do that. And that was me. That was me, because I wasn't able to build my business so that I could leave my job. But once I hired a coach and my coach taught me the right strategy, I have lots of followers now. I have lots of business now. So I'm going to recommend you go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20 and schedule a call with either me or Coach Danielle Winningham, whose platform I'm on. And just FYI, I'm on her platform. I work for Coach Danielle Winningham, but I'm not even promoting my stuff on her platform without her permission. You don't go to other people's platform and promote your business without being asked. I'm just trying to help you out. Just trying to help you out a little bit. All right. Mental health professionals also agree that a negative workplace environment can lead to physical and mental health problems. Would you agree with that? I would agree with it. But you know what? When I was working my job, I didn't know that. I didn't know that the workplace environment was affecting me physically and mentally. Now, looking back, I understand why I was always sick, right? Why I didn't feel good, why I was always stuck with toxic thoughts, because it was that environment. I had the environment at home was not as was also not as good, and I stayed in that because I didn't think that there was any other way. I thought that that was all there was for me, until I got a coach who helped work on my mindset, who gave me the social media strategy I needed in order to be effective on social media. So what Miss Williams did is not effective. I'm here trying to teach people about the cost of quitting, and she's asking people to go like her Facebook page for skincare products. It doesn't quite go together. It doesn't quite go together. And I'm just telling you that, sis, for your own good, because I did the same thing. I did the same thing over and over and over again. And I was wondering, why am I not being successful? I would jump in groups and post my link. I would say, join my team, shop my link, buy my product. That was not effective. And that's why I stayed on the job for all the years that I did. Facebook wasn't around when I first started, but the latter years that I was at my job, and I was there for 33 years, I wasn't able to build a business because I didn't have a strategy. I had all kinds of degrees in criminal justice, advanced degrees. So I was able to advance in my career. But as far as building a business, I wasn't able to advance because I didn't invest in the strategy. And investing in the strategy and getting on a call with me and joining a program is not about me. It's not about me. It's about you investing in you. It's about you investing in you. Yes, she said, I knew it. I was a news reporter working in a newsroom. It seemed like I could see the dark cloud there. I was sick all the time. I was sick too, and it was from stress and being at the job. And listen, ladies, we are so, or gentlemen, we are so much more than that, but that's what we're taught. Nobody is telling us any different. Had someone not shared out the broadcast with me, I would still be having to go to my job because my unit is still having to report, right? I would have to be taking my son with me and exposing him to the office. He's 13. I know he can stay at home by himself, but I work 25 miles from where I live, right? It's too far. It takes me too long in traffic. I would be leaving him home like 12 hours a day. I just can't do that. And so I would either have to stay at home, and we had no work from home policies. Now they have policies because of COVID-19, and some people are at home, but the unit I was over is still having a report. So I would have all that stress dealing with all of that. I have terrible allergies right now. So I have a cough. So people would be thinking I'm coughing. I have corona. So I would be like in a bad situation. But It is just something you've got to stop and think about. And this is an opportunity for you to give it some serious thought because you have a lot of time. One of my coaches told me the other day that people are realizing with COVID-19 how fragile their bank accounts are right now. I was prepared for this. You know, they talk about most Americans aren't prepared for a $400 emergency. I was prepared to buy the extra groceries. I was able to get the freezer. I was able to get everything except for some toilet paper. I couldn't get no toilet paper. My coach had to ship me some toilet paper, a big crate of toilet paper from Houston. I mean, I was so grateful for that. It was unreal. So I was prepared mentally, physically, and financially. And we don't know how long this is going to last. We have no idea how long this is going to last. And the way we know life today, it'll never be the same. And this was truly, you know how you hear people say here today and gone tomorrow? Jobs were here today and gone the next day. It was a true story. So what if I told you it costs you money to go to work? What if I told you it costs you money to go to work? Would you agree or disagree, and why? Comment in the chat. Would you agree or disagree? And comment in the chat. I'm gonna grab some water so I'm not coughing, because I'll be coughing. And even though we're on live stream, you're gonna be thinking I got coronavirus and I can give it to you through the computer screen, but I can't. It's my allergies. But the question is, what if I told you it costs you money to go to work? Would you agree or disagree? Comment in the chat and then tell me why. And welcome everybody that's here. Joanne, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for sharing. Kimberly, D, thank you guys for coming in here and sharing. Think about the question I just asked. Faith is on here. Who else we got here? All right, all right, all right. Some of the names I can't see. Tisha says she agrees. Gas, time spent traveling. I don't even have the time on my list. I don't even have the time on my list, but that's good. And part of the when I teach people a strategy to leave their job, it's the same strategy that was taught to me, and I know it works. How do I know it works? Because I did it. You agree, because commute time is money. Commute time is money. I didn't even factor that in. I didn't even factor that in. When do you agree? You agree. So why are you going to work if this is costing you money? That's my next question. Why are you going to work if it's costing you money? And I realize we have to work to live. I realize that. Tolls, cleaners, lunch. You forget your lunch. Or if you're like me, I worked 33 years and I wouldn't even take my lunch because I wanted to buy it, because I wanted to get what I wanted that day, because eating made me feel better. I can't tell you, I've lost more weight since I quit my job 10 months ago than I lost the whole time I worked there. Kimberly says, agree. You have to pay for gas, maintenance, pay for parking, even if your company has a lot. Commute time costs you too. Yes, all of that, but yet we still go to work. And I get it. We got to work to live. I was 33 years a slave, going to a job, working somebody else's land, making somebody else rich, making my boss look good, sharecropping for somebody else, going to work. But nobody told us any different. Nobody told us any different. So it's not your fault. It's not your fault. So don't feel like I'm up here fussing at you for going to work. No, what my insurance companies look at your commute to work. To me, Tisha, I don't commute to work, so my insurance is cheaper. I don't even drive my car, and sometimes if I'm going out of town to the airport, I take my son to school. It's like 3 miles away. So I don't drive my car much. So I don't have to pay a lot for insurance. So they calculate all of that. So it's costing us money, yet we go to work. And we haven't even touched on what the additional money we're paying. So hang in here with me, guys. And remember, stay to the end, because I have something for you guys. I have something amazing for you guys at the end. And if you haven't already registered for the telesummit, because we have 2 more days, and by going to this link, bit.ly/BYOB show 20, you can also sign up for a call either with me or someone on the team. Okay. So let's dissect your monthly budget. Let's dissect your monthly budget. Okay, here we go. If you think you can't afford to leave your job, I want you to take a look at these examples of a budget. If any of these sound like you, just jot it down or just make a mental note of it. Make a mental note if any of these sound like you, okay? Let's take a look at housing. When it came to housing, it can be reduced, or it was reduced for me, because you're able to move further away from the city. Because a lot of times people that work downtown, if they try to live as close as they can to their job, so the commute time isn't as bad. But if you live in certain cities, the traffic is so horrible, or the cost of living in the city is so expensive. I live in Austin, Texas. It's very expensive. Well, I live near Austin, Texas. I don't live in Austin anymore because I moved further away because it's cheaper. And now I have no commute. A lot of guys commented in the chat, the commute time. If I had to go downtown now, it would take me a solid hour and 15 minutes to get downtown. A solid hour and 15 minutes to get downtown. And that would be on a good day, and coming back home, it would take that long, if not longer. So we're factor in all that time, the commute time. You're having to live in a certain part of time, so a town, so you can have easier access to your job, and it may be more expensive there. So I was able to move further out from the city, and it's cheaper. Let's look at household things and personal, your groceries. Okay, so groceries. When I would go to the grocery store, that would be time. So if I had to go pick up my son and go to the grocery store and then get home and cook, that's time. So no wonder I'm exhausted and won't work on my business, right? And then when I would get to the grocery store, I'd be hungry. I'd be buying junk food, be buying stuff I don't need. So I wasn't buying healthy food. So there's all kinds of a ripple effect to so many things around a job. And we're going to go back to mental health, because you're stressed. You want some comfort food. That was me. That's why I could never lose any weight and keep it off, because it would go up and down, up and down. Now it's going down. It's staying steady. I feel so much better. So much better. I worked at my job for 52 years. Personal care. Now that's still going to be a cost there, but things like getting my nails done, I don't go get them done anymore. A lot of things I used to do, because I was going to work all the time around people, I don't spend as much money on, right? Now I still go around people, but when we go to video shoots, when we go to conferences, we have makeup artists come in and do all these things for us, photo shoots, but that's like maybe once a month, right? So personal care goes down in terms of nails, lashes, things you purchase. Comment some more things in the chat that you think of that could go down around personal care. Dry cleaning. My wardrobe is totally different now. My wardrobe is totally different now. I don't wear clothes as often that have to go to the dry cleaners. Most of the stuff I wear working from home, I can wash in the wash machine, right? I do have some things that go to the cleaners, but I'm gonna call them my good clothes now, or the clothes that I wear when I'm speaking at a conference or going to another city. So all of that adds up. The groceries in particular, because I was buying stuff to make me feel good that I didn't need. It wasn't healthy for me, and it cost more money. Eating out. I don't feel like cooking. Let's just grab something. I would be spending $200 a week on stuff like that, right? And guys, if you haven't shared out the broadcast, share out the broadcast. We're talking about the cost of quitting, and we're talking about how it costs you to go to work. How it costs you to go to work. And most people think they can't afford to leave their job because they've not taken a look at it in this light. They've not taken a look at it. Child care. If you have small children, you have to pay for childcare. You make it, keep them at home. You make it, and because when you're at home and you're growing your business, you have your exit strategy, you have everything you need. You're going to be able to scale your business. So in my course, your exit plan, I teach you how to go down to the bare minimum budget, to scrub your budget, right? Once you scrub your budget, and that's not all I teach. I start teaching with your mindset. Then I start talking about your budget. Then we start talking about identifying your target. We talk about developing products. We talk about marketing and not jumping in people's live broadcasts, putting your link. I teach you all of that because you don't do that. You're not going to be successful that way because you don't know what you don't know. So it's very easy for me to spot someone who doesn't have a strategy. People that don't know how to build their business. I can identify it like that. You guys may have thought there wasn't anything wrong with that comment, but there was a lot of things wrong with that comment. Okay. So childcare, right now during the coronavirus, there's no childcare. Right. So what do? I feel sorry for parents that have young kids trying to juggle their job and keep their kids at home. Because I wouldn't want to send mine to the daycare. Some of the daycares are open, but I definitely wouldn't want to send mine. So I would have to be juggling. But I have a 13-year-old. But even as he was getting older, I had to put him in camps in the summer. Even if you have school-age kids, you got to put them in camps in the summer. And those summer camps are expensive. They're expensive. And I can remember the one camp that he loved. We were living in that area and he just loved it so much. I didn't want to pull him out of it. But when I moved, I had to drive further to get him to camp. So these are things you're not thinking about when you start looking at your budget. Healthcare. Reduce need. You're going to still need your insurance, but you're not going to have to go to the doctor as much and have a copayment. You're not going to have as many health issues because you're not going to be as stressed. And you know what, guys? You go to work. How many of you guys coming in the chat have went to work sick? Comment in the chat if you've gone to work sick. I know I did. I would go to work sick all the time because I didn't have the time, or maybe I didn't want to be at home. I was, my boys were real sickly when they were young. So I would miss a lot of time off work. So when I was sick, I would go because if you run out of time at work, they're going to dock your pay. And if you're already living paycheck to paycheck, then you have a problem. And that was the mentality I had for 33 years. I had lots of promotions, lots of opportunities, but I never had the mindset to spend my money appropriately. So I always overspent and ended up being broke. You've gone to work sick. Transportation. My gas bill is like $40. And that's only if I go. Now, where we go to church is a little ways from where we live. If I go visit my sister, she's not far. So before I was spending like $250, $300 on gas. Dion mentioned tolls, so all of that stuff adds up. I want you guys to take some time and think about it while you're at home now, because what you're going to see if you're at home working from home, you're going to see a reduction in so many things. You're going to be eating at home. Because I don't know about y'all, I know the drive-throughs are open, but I don't want to go out there to the drive-through. You're not going to use as much gas. Hopefully you're not having to pay childcare, especially if your kids aren't there. So take a look and think about the things that I'm talking about. Maintenance on your car. I always was buying tires, of course, more frequent oil changes. And then, when you put all that wear and tear, things start breaking down. You have all kinds of issues coming with your car, but we don't think about it because that's our normal. That was our normal. That was my normal until I got with a coach that broke it down for me, because I got with her 8 months before I left my job. So I'm not telling you to quit now. What I'm telling you is to get a plan, to sit down and take a look at it, because it's going to be scary. It's going to be a lot of work, but are you willing to do the work? You go to a job sick and go work for somebody else and make them rich. Why not do it for yourself? I would rather spend 8 months building a profitable online business, because now we have online businesses. I'm so glad I don't have a brick and mortar business, because it would be gone right now. It would be completely gone. They're talking about stimulus money, but has anybody seen any stimulus money yet? No. Auto insurance, your insurance goes down. When you don't do as much driving, you don't pay for as much insurance. Investing. I was telling someone earlier today, excuse me, that's not Corona. I was telling someone earlier today that they were taking nearly $800 out of my check every month. $800 out of my check every month for retirement. But the retirement amount over all those years doesn't nearly cover my bills. So I subtracted that from my take from what when I came up to come up with my quit number. All these things I subtracted to see like, oh, I only need this much money. I had a coach, and she showed me how to get this much money, the money I needed to live. Now at 52, I have more money now than I've ever had in my career because I got the strategy. I invested in me. You see, I didn't invest in coach. I invested in me, in my next level. So guys, if you want to talk about my exit plan, your exit plan, if you're ready, if you're like sick and tired of being sick and tired, I want you to go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20, bit.ly/BYOB 20, BYOB show 20. You can jump on a call with me or someone from the team, and we can talk about what it is you need in order to exit your job. But I guarantee you, you will not be able to successfully leave without a strategy. I wouldn't even recommend it. It's going to take you 8 months to a year of hard work. It's not going to be easy work. It's not going to be easy work. Let's look at just a few discretionary expenses, such as cable. I don't need cable because I got my head down grinding in my business. I don't have time to watch TV. So why do I need cable? My son, he's 13, but there's Netflix, there's YouTube, there's all kinds of other things he can watch. He goes to school, he has his game. Why am I paying over $100 for something on TV? I don't need to do it. So I cut that out completely. I just need internet. Dining out. I don't go out as nearly as much to eat as I used to because of COVID-19. But when I was working and stressed, I would have every intention of cooking something, but then it might have been a wreck and I might have been late picking Kristen up and late getting home. Okay, let's stop and get something to eat. Another $25, $30 here and there, 2 or 3 times a week. That adds up. That adds up. Clothes. My wardrobe is totally different now because I'm wearing yoga pants and t-shirts. Now I have my cute little clothes and heels and purses and all of that stuff for when I go speak or go travel or go wherever, but I'm not constantly having to buy clothes. Or actually, I'm buying clothes, but the clothes that I wore to work were more expensive because we had to dress a certain way. So all of these things, guys, you're spending. You're not thinking about it in terms of if I stop spending it, then my salary could be decreased, and then I could know exactly how much money I need. Then I could find out how to build a profitable business online, because online is where it is, especially now with COVID-19, because you can't go into a brick and mortar right now if you're not essential staff. So online is where it is. Online is where I will be, for here on out. I didn't even realize we've been going on 4 weeks of quarantine because this is my life. This is my life. I was telling one of my friends the other day, when the world opens back up, and this for us, it might be a couple of years before we feel like it's safe to jump on a plane. I told her we're going to go to Martha's Vineyard and we're going to stay there for 2 months in the summer because we can work from anywhere. I've always wanted to go to Martha's Vineyard. If I was still working a job, I would only be able to go to the vineyard for about 5 to 7 days, and then I'd have to come back and go to work. We can go for 60 days. How about that? How about that? So quitting your job is scary, and it's a life-changing decision because I never thought I could do it. Even though I was eligible to retire, the money was not there. The money was not there. So I had to stay, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I would have been 62, 72. How am I going to close the gap? I probably would have had to stay there until I could get Social Security, and then that would help close the gap. But because I wasn't looking at all these things, I wasn't going to have to spend money on. Now I'm saving more money now than I've ever saved in my life because I no longer have all of these ancillary expenses related to a job, right? So we know quitting your job is scary and it's a life-changing decision. However, with the right plan, it doesn't have to be scary. Let me repeat that. With the right plan, it doesn't have to be scary. I want you to go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20, bit.ly/BYOB show 20. Schedule a call. Let's talk about your exit plan. That's the name of my program, your exit plan. We can talk. We can talk about what your goals are. We can talk about where you are right now. We can be sure you're focused on the type of business you want to have. Because before you come to work with me on building your business, we have to make sure you know who your target is. And all of that stuff we teach. All of that stuff, it's like going to college, guys. If you want to go to college to get a degree, you've got to sign up for some courses, pay some tuition, get your books, and you got to go to class. Same concept here. So I told you guys, if you stayed to the end, I would have something special for you. Guys, I have a blog. I didn't tell you guys this at the beginning. I'm the Amazon best-selling author of 33 Years a Slave, Removing Chains from Life, Love, and Business. And I wrote that book in my 33rd year of working at a job. Never thought I would be a published author and a #1 selling author at that, right? Because I was working with a coach who gave me the strategy, who gave me the skill set to write the book and to make it a bestseller, right? I teach from the book. So you can go to my blog, 33yearsaslave.com, and you can get a copy. Just hit on the shop link of my newest book called 2020 Vision. 2020 Vision. 20 things you need to exit your job in 2020. And you can get that at a discount, $12. It's normally $19. I want to offer you guys that at a discount. This is what the book looks like. So go to 33yearsaslave.com, and the name of the book is 2020 Vision, 20 things you need to exit your job in 2020. Guys, this is the truth. We've talked about the cost of quitting your job. Now, this is going to give you insight it's 20 chapters here. Insight in the 20 things that you need to do. That's just the beginning. You will not be able to get an exit strategy and leave your job from reading a book. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're going to need to get some additional strategies. So I want you to go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20, bit.ly/BYOB show 20, and schedule a call to talk with us about how you can get your exit strategy. That's all I have, guys. Where's my crew? Where they at?
That was good, Jennifer. And look,
thank you.
I hope y'all got y'all life and y'all ain't finna jump out there. You need to go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20. Go ahead on. You know, I was out here looking in the audience.
Did we have any questions? Did I miss anything?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking through now to make sure everybody is good. Scrolling back to the top.
Guys, if you want to leave your job, this is going to give you the 20 things you need to do. This is exactly what I did. The 20 things you need to do. I just saw
I don't see one. But Jennifer, this was really good. And I hope people took notes because this was very important. You don't really think about it costing you to go to work. You think you're going to work so that you can get paid. In essence, you are, but you are paying them to hire or to work for them. You know what I'm saying? So all of this factors into that. So this was really good. And I hope this was an eye opener for people so that they can see it from a different angle. Because I remember, when was this? This was last July. And I won't call any names, but it was somebody that was there. It was somebody in our community. She was like, "Oh, I absolutely love my job. No, I couldn't see myself leaving there." She retired now. And I was just like, wow. And she loves it. She loves it. So whenever you become a part of a community, or whenever you really take inventory to start to look at what it is that's consuming your time, that's consuming the time that you could be very productive, when you start to take inventory of that, it changes your whole perspective and your thought process about it. So just make sure that you all get on, register at bit.ly/BYOB show 20, and you will get connected with the right person. Okay, you will get on the phone with the right person. And let me tell you, all the coaches are excellent. All the coaches have wonderful programs, but they are in different areas. So you will be set up with the correct one. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. But Jennifer.
Thank you. We have life coaches, we have business coaches. Anything you need a plan. The particular program that I have right now is called Your Exit Plan, and it's from A to Z. You will walk away with your plan. It is a 24-week program. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. Guys, go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20. You can schedule a call so that I can tell you more about it. But go grab your book for $12 at 33yearsaslave.com. 33yearsaslave.com. We have a question. I do have a spiritual sister that needed. Let her know. Let her know. We will be back tomorrow. I saw he asked about the next show. We will be back tomorrow morning for the BYOB show, tomorrow night, Sunday morning, and Sunday night. We're doing the Quit Week Telesummit. We've been here all week. We have 2 more days. It's been super amazing. I've been preaching to everybody, not the gospel, but I've been preaching to everybody about not sharecropping for other people. That's not in the gospel either. That's not even in the gospel, to sharecrop for other people. You guys got to go get your own. If you want to leave generational wealth and a legacy, you've got to make a decision. You have got to make a decision. Tisha, what you got for us?
Look, I'm trying to come off mute. Woo! Listen, that's how you do it as a boss. This is I call it a boss chick, quit chick. And you could just, if you guys just really listen, you can hear the passion in Jennifer. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you, Jennifer. I remember when I first started the show, I was like, she is a lot. I have seen you, and that wasn't in a bad way.
Oh, of course.
I've seen you grow and transform and mature. I mean, it's been a wonderful thing, and I'm so appreciative. You guys, I love these ladies, and that was an awesome presentation. Listen,
Thank you.
You need to package that. I know you're gonna do something with it,
right?
An off the chain masterclass.
Maybe that's the Pitbull. Pitbull came out tonight. Pitbull had to come out earlier this week because somebody did the same thing in the comment section. Remember, Jennifer, it happened earlier this week.
Oh, yeah. I had to stop.
It was on the morning show. It was on the morning show.
I had to stop. And because and when Jamie was presenting, and I waited until the end because and I say that not to fuss, but to let you know that's you struggling. I know you struggling, and what you just did was wrong.
And then sometimes people just don't know, so do not be offended if someone corrects you. Give you what do you call
constructive criticism?
Yeah, and right there, constructive criticism.
That's what I should have said, because if she's still on here, if you can't receive that, what I said, if I'm correcting someone and you can't receive that, you're not coachable, and my program is not for you.
Right.
It's not for you. I'm not even going to take your money if you can't receive what I'm telling you, because it's in your best interest. How do I know? Because it got me where I am today. And I'm not even done. We have had strategy meetings. Right before we came here, we were in a strategy meeting about what we're going to do for our next steps. All of us. It's room for everybody. But you have to make the decision. You have to make the decision, and you have to trust the process. You're going to have to work. I was up at 4 a.m. in the morning, working 3 hours, even before I would leave to go to work for 8 more hours, and then come back home. And then sometimes I'd have to sit up at a practice for my son and be on calls. I did it for 8 months. I do it again because it freed me after 33 years of being a slave. And I'm not talking bad about my employer. I enslaved myself in my mind. In my mind, I enslaved myself. Thick skin is important. And it was tough even for us to take the constructive criticism. It was tough for us to take it. But look where I am. Look where I am. Coach, you can say whatever you want. Am I doing it wrong, Coach? I was on the phone with her right before we came here. And she was like, Jennifer, do this. Okay, Coach. Okay, what else? Because when you have a coach that's just as passionate, that is more passionate about your money than you are, and you want a coach that has a coach. Let me repeat that. You want a coach that has a coach, and you want a coach that's where you want to be. You know, you got to be able to see it. You got to be able to see it. I may not resonate with everybody, and that's fine. That's fine. But go find you somebody you can work with. But don't be going looking for somebody that's going to just give you accolades. Mm-mm. Because you might be doing something wrong and wrong. And I would have been remiss if I hadn't addressed that comment. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if coach is on here. If we wouldn't have addressed it, she'd have been like, Jennifer, why you didn't say nothing? But I gave free coaching, free strategy. For those of you guys that are listening, take that advice. Get some strategy. We have all kinds of strategies over here. You can go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20, get on the calendar so you can talk with somebody about your next level. Now, let me say this. We're not asking you to call in so we can have conversation and talk about this, that, and the other. It's real focused conversation about where you are in your business, where you want to be, and how we can help. Not about, oh, I got laid off from my job or I'm working from home. Everybody has life. There's really no need for us to discuss it because the business at hand is you growing your business. So you need to listen to after we listen to where you are, you need to listen to what we have to offer, and you need to be able to receive it. Because if not, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay where you are, and you will be 33 years a slave. I guarantee you. I can guarantee you, if you don't do something different, you will be working at that job year and year after year, if they don't lay you off. I'm sorry, you gonna be there. What you got, Tisha?
Oh, wait. And the sad part is that person probably didn't even stay on the broadcast. So they
No.
probably didn't even hear you, unfortunately. But you guys, you go share this broadcast and definitely go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20 so that we can help individuals, especially now that the world is trying to figure out how to get online and you have so many people that don't know what they're doing. Help us spread this word. Quitting your job, you may love your job and that's fine. My thing is somebody got to work at the car wash because I'm not going to work there.
Right.
I'm not mad about it. But there are some people who want a little bit more. And it's not to say because you might be doing, listen, you might be doing what you want to do. We're talking to people who are doing what they have to do, but they know that there's more. So that might not be you, but I promise you, somebody who it is. So go ahead, share the broadcast and go send them. You go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20 so that you can get the information. You can stay connected. And listen, sharing has its benefits. You connect with us and you help us promote what Coach is doing. I promise you there are some financial benefits to it. But go to that link so you can find out exactly how.
And it was one share of the broadcast that got me right here where I am and freed me from my job. So if you don't think that we know what we're doing over here, I'm living proof. Dion's on her way out. Tisha's on her way out. And you talked about that person not being here. The right thing to do, now let me tell you what I would have done if I would have been corrected, even as an amateur. I probably would have clicked out because I would have been embarrassed. But then it would have bothered me. And I would have come back in and I would have said, I am so sorry. I did not realize it. Point blank, period. We're just trying to give you guys a little bit of coaching here tonight. Don't jump in on somebody else's platform and promote your stuff. How would you like it if we did that to you? You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. But that is a telltale sign. If you are trying to get your link out, get your name out wherever you can, that's a telltale sign that you need coaching. Because I don't have that issue. Dion, you got that issue? Tisha, you got that issue? Because we have strategy. And it was the strategy that I got through coaching that freed me from my job because I was able to build a profitable Online business. I didn't just say an online business. I said a profitable online business. Guys, go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20. But if you're not ready, to do the work, then let's not waste each other's time, because it's going to be work, but it will free you. It will free you. What is your freedom worth? What is your freedom worth? I'm so glad I'm free. I'm so passionate about it. I'm wanting to teach other people to be free, but I'm not going to drag anybody. I'm not going to drag them. I'm not. I'm not. Well, that's all I have, ladies. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Why don't you give us some closing words? My amazing co-host, thank you guys for being here. Y'all know y'all need to shut me up, because if not, I will go on and on and on and on.
Y'all have a great night, a great rest of your Good Friday, you guys. And just marinate on everything that you learned tonight, and get busy. Hit the ground running, register, get busy, hit the ground running, because this is the time more than ever to build your dream and to execute while we are all in our homes. Execute, execute, execute.
That's good, Dion.
If you have been looking for a ray of hope, hope has arrived. And listen, what you got to be careful of is you can ask for something, you can pray for something, but you got to be open to receive it. You got to have expectation and know that when it shows up, it might not look. Now it's gonna be what you need, but it might not look like you thought. So maybe your thought of doing more, having more after all this is over, in your mind look different. Maybe, just maybe, we're here tonight to help you so that you know your answer has arrived, but you didn't know how it was going to look. Go ahead, take advantage of the opportunity and the lifetime of the opportunity. Go to bit.ly/BYOB show 20. And listen, we'll see you in the morning.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.